Hello, can you see me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Start off by just introducing your first name and then last initial, and then where you were at before the program and where you feel like you're at right now.
Yeah. I definitely think that the program was definitely helpful for me. Just obviously going into it, I was ready, and motivated. And I was right around the same. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze for a little bit. I
Okay,
can
yeah.
hear
That was right around the same time that I had purchased my house. Like I just found my house. So I
you.
think if I didn't have so much going on at that time, I think I definitely would have made more progress. But that's just an excuse. At the end of the day, I learned how to take more accountability and
Mm-hmm.
how to find ways to go beyond like my norm. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like you said, okay, even if I can't walk and maybe in the morning, then try to get up during work or, during my lunch break. So, I think those small wins definitely helped motivate me.
Mm-hmm.
When I started, I was 100 and I think like 93 pounds. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, I'm at like 189. The most weight that I lost, I was at like 179. So I had gotten down to a really good place in like July, and then I started, focusing on my house, and I was like, I can't do everything at once. But the things that I've learned from the program, the things that I've learned about, the structure of workout that I needed to take, like those are the things that helped me the most.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm even using now, like going back to the gym and being more focused. And it's winter time, so you really don't have an excuse. But you're not outside, you're not doing a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the biggest thing that you've taught me, that I've taken is just take accountability and like, hey, you have to find ways to get creative, and you can
Mm-hmm.
still eat. Like with you, I didn't feel like I was restrained to certain things, but I definitely was cognizant of the things that were going to be most beneficial to me. And
Right.
then I really learned like, okay, the food that I fuel my body with or don't fuel my body with is either going to hurt me or help me. So like when I would go to the gym, I'm like, oh, I got energy today. Like doing
Mm-hmm.
this workout is not bad. And then there'll be days where I didn't eat like you told me to, and I didn't log anything because I didn't eat anything. And I try
Right.
to get to the gym, and then now I'm burnt out and I'm discouraged, and my muscles are a little bit more achy than normal. So those things, like you really did a really good job of teaching me. And then some days I'm like, oh, I wish he was so close so I can, I could just tell him like, let's work out together. But at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, again, the program is to make you self-sufficient. So that would make me more sufficient on you. So I get that. And honestly, if I had the money to just keep going, I would have just renewed it again.
Mm-hmm.
But realistically speaking, with the mortgage now, I don't.
Right.
So I was gonna ask you when I talked to you, like I know when we first began doing this, you had given he's like, hey, I have a free tools and I have tools that you obviously have to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have any tools still, because I don't
Mm-hmm.
have access to the app anymore to
Mm-hmm.
go back and look at like the stuff that you gave me prior.
Right.
Um, so if you have any free tools, I'll take those as well. But I definitely appreciated the things that you taught me as far as basics. Like, hey, if you're gonna do, you have to do back workouts. You have to do leg workouts. Like even
Mm-hmm.
now when I go to the gym with my sister and I'm like, yeah, no, we gotta do cardio before and after. Like that's the
Right.
thing. Like
Right.
so it was a bunch of good things, despite the fact that I didn't lose the weight that I wanted to lose, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I gained the knowledge that I didn't prior, have prior. So I
Right.
think overall it was a win. 2024 is not over. So my goal is to get to my birthday goal.
Mm-hmm.
Not even weight wise, but just back to that comfortable, even if I could get back to that comfortable place where I was in
Mm-hmm.
like July, into July, middle of July, that'd be great. But I just, and I'm telling my sister and my aunt, like, you'd be so proud of me. Like, y'all, just move. Like, just do 10. If you do 10,000
Right.
steps a day, I'm telling you, go see the
At
difference.
the bare minimum, exactly.
Bare minimum, like,
Exactly.
just move your muscles. I'm telling my parents, like, move your muscles. Y'all are getting older. So I definitely don't want you to think that because I didn't hit my goal weight, that I
Mhm.
didn't gain anything from it. Because I definitely
So
did.
I'm glad you gained a lot from it. In hindsight, I feel like in hindsight, we definitely should have paused. Should have been like,
Yeah.
if you feel like it's better, I think like halfway through around month 2, it would have been
Yeah.
better if you paused and then restarted like when you were.
Yeah. Because I was on a roller. I was telling myself, like, I used to get up at 4 o'clock and I'm like, nah, I have to go to the gym at 4 o'clock. It is what it is. And
Right.
then I literally like once, like you said, if back up, who I am, I would have been more successful. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, life is about living and it's about learning. So I'm not
Right.
upset at all.
Right. No, I'm happy. I know that you definitely got some value from even just nutrition. So I know you touched on some of it, but what do you think were your favorites about the program? What do you think you enjoyed the most with the program?
I really enjoyed the videos. Like when I was in the gym, like
Mhm.
usually I would feel dumb. And I'm like, I don't really know if I'm doing this right. Being able to use the app to go back and look at the YouTube videos for everything and be able to communicate with you about, hey, am I doing this workout right? And even if
Mhm.
you like didn't get back to me right away, I know that's our portal of communication. I know you can see physically what I'm doing.
Right.
So I think that was really cool for sure. And then you just giving me like people are like me are literally just trying to make it through the day sometimes. So for you to just be like, hey, this is an easy yogurt you can take to work. That's a better option. Like food options, easy food options. So you definitely made it a lot easier and realistic.
Love that. Love that. I guess my next question for you is, what do you think could have been better about the app or about your experience? Not even just the app, about the program or your experience.
I think better. I would say the app is great. I think the app does amazing. I think that you do amazing as well. But I think that if, like I said, for me, if you were a little bit closer, sometimes I would have liked to have that physical, like, hey,
Right.
let me actually do it with you.
Right.
Um, but other than that, like I really do think that you do a really good job. You're there. You
Mhm.
communicate. Just make sure that if I had to give advice to anybody else, don't allow them to start making excuses and
Right.
make it okay. Because if you make it okay for me to give you an excuse, I'm going to continue
Uh,
to find excuses to give you.
right.
But you did a good job. Like, okay, like I know you said you were going to come today. I know you said you were going to get that stepper. Like, so you did a good
Mhm.
job at those things for sure. Because that is a piece of accountability, a self accountability, right? That we
Mhm.
have to take when we ask to be trained by you. So, 100%. But if they be like, yeah, sorry, I got to work. Well, so does 5 million Americans get in the gym.
Right, right. No, you're right. I definitely have, and I've had a couple of those hard conversations with clients. And
Mhm.
crazy enough, whenever I have those, they start doing exactly what they're supposed to do, you know?
Look, I'm telling you, you start getting a little bit of fear. And
Yep.
I've learned that, like, just being a manager, like, I'm a really cool, laid back person. Like, I'm
Mhm.
understanding. But if you let people slide, like, I would let people come in late. And I'm like, all
Mhm.
right, like, you're a little bit late. Next time, try not to be so late, or just let me know what's going on. And they let you know what's going on. And you like, actually, don't let me know what's going on. Just show up.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, I think, for working out. But those are my two big tip, like main tidbits. I think that you do an amazing job at what you do, and you definitely know, like I was saying, for me to get the results that I was getting even from afar, you definitely know how
Mhm.
to tailor, people's expectation to get the results they want.
And like you said, that was with you even not being 100% on target with everything. So
Right.
imagine if you had been at a better, and I don't want to say like, oh, imagine if it was a better time, because
Yeah,
I
no.
always going to be something going on, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
A
yeah.
100%. 100%. But I'm super excited to continue and continue to update you on where I am. Last time I weighed myself, I was like 190 pounds. So I'm obviously not where I want to be, but with that knowledge and with the push, like me going to walk right now at 6:49 when it's cold.
Exactly.
But it's
Yep.
like I didn't want to go to the gym today. I got kind of bored with that. So I'm like, okay, how can we still move?
Hmm.
But I can 100% say that those are things that you have given me the mindset to think of. Like,
Hmm.
just do something, do your best, give me everything you got, and then come back tomorrow and do it again.
Right. Okay.
So
I
I
love
thank
that.
you.
I love that. I appreciate you joining the program. I appreciate you working with me.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I appreciate you.